Greetings, Keishlings. Keishan Prime here with my live reaction of 7 Deadly Sins, Chapter 252. What is the title? Destiny. Simple title. Elizabeth forms an alliance with Ludicel. I prefer Ludicel over Rudicel. Of the 4 Archangels. The team has formed to liberate Meliodas. Got a little snowing scene with Elizabeth with an umbrella and Hawk buried in the snow. Princess happily marching about the yard. The pig, try all he might, can't eat all the snow. He would try. Alrighty. Oh, that's that tree that Elizabeth climbed. Yep, they even mention it. Father, do you remember when I climbed this tree back when I was a little girl? Yeah, he probably remembers because he's the one that had to climb up there to get you. Yes, I was terrified to my very core back then. I'd have expected something like that from Veronica, but I had never thought that you'd go or get into such a tomboyish antics. Well, the view seemed like it'd be so nice from up there. When I see you with your hair cut like this, it feels as if we've gone back to those old times again. He really is showing his age. Like, I forget how old the king is supposed to be, but I know he has to be well older than, what you would typically see. Like, Elizabeth is what, 18 at best? Something like that? Back then, when you fell while climbing up the tree to get me, I wanted to help you. That was the first time my powers manifested themselves. But after that, when I saw that my right eye was different from other people's, rather different from my family's, I was shocked and began to hide it with my hair. So that's why she covered her eye with her hair. I thought it was just a, just a choice of style, not hide the freaky eye, hide the freaky eye. Something no one must see my rip-off Rashengan. Rashengan. Why did I say Rashengan? Sharingan. Wrong Naruto reference. Bad Kishin. Even though I knew that neither you nor your sister would hate me for something like that. I think I just didn't want to accept the possibility that I wasn't related by blood to it or to all of you. Oh, and he's looking on like, oh, that's terrible. I still can't believe it myself. Rather, I don't want to believe it. Not the curse that the gods have placed down upon you and Meliodas, nor the short time you have left. You two have only ever tried your best to live for the sake of those you love. So why has fate so mercilessly, so ruthlessly stricken you so? Well, it's not fate, it's not destiny, it's 2 bitter old parents. I cannot allow Sister Margaret to get wrapped up in that fate. I swear that I shall return her to you, Father. Yes, and you make sure you return along with her. After all, we are family. Aw, that's a very nice sentiment. Even though they're... How did he come across Elizabeth? I mean, was she technically born into his family and then by association still biologically related? Or it was like, I just found this kid on the side of the road one day and I was like, honey, you want a 3rd kid? It's like, I don't care, you old fool, but let's hope she doesn't turn into the next Superman. I don't know. Probably not. I'm sorry, I was never much of a model daughter. Elizabeth. But please, for just 2 more days, let me be your daughter a little longer. She still has 2 days? I thought it would be like 30 hours tops at this point. Passage of time is crazy in this series. Okay, now we're with Dreyfus and... is it Grimoire? I think so. I'm shocked. You're back much sooner than I expected, but regardless, I'm glad that Gil and you are perfectly fine, Father. I don't know if I'd say that. Is it true about Lady Margaret being possessed by one of the goddess clan? Yes, but as far as how we can return the princess back to normal is anyone's guess. Lady Veronica's probably plenty worried, as is. Would she even know? I guess at this point she would probably be aware of the situation. On top of that, even Hindy's been starting to act strangely. Well, he's just a fanboy for the goddess clan, it seems like, so he didn't care. Well, he was weird to begin with. Just kidding. No, you're probably right. But druids are devoted to the worship of their faith. So it is what it is. About what I said. But I heard tons of holy knights on the battlefield had been saved by the goddesses. They're our saviors. But trust them too much, or don't trust them too much. Among the highest ranked of the goddess clan are those with the power of have the power to brainwash others. Why? That does not seem like a... It's like, you will worship me. What? This is information from Fraudrin. He and I share not just a body, but our memories as well. I was wondering where he would have gotten this information, and as well as our feelings towards you, Grimoire. Which is why the fact that he stole the lives of so many people is something he knows that can never be forgiven. Even so, he still has his own morals, and his feelings for his brethren that were killed by the goddess clan are the same as ours. Don't misunderstand me, though. It's not like I'm saying we should support the demon clan or anything. Oh, and he fell asleep, and Grimoire's like, okay, Father, here's a blanket. Now is the time that... Okay, where is this? Oh, it's Margaret. I feel sorry for Margaret, of all the people. I mean, probably of the... of the three daughters, she was the one that got the least amount of screen time, and now she's been possessed, so... God, short end of the stick much. I mean, she was also the last one I think we ever met, so further short end of the stick. Now is the time that the true holy war shall begin, but not fear, or fear not. I can't read right now. We holy knights are now members of Stigma, which are commanded by the 4 archangels. True. Or, not true. Why am I saying true now? Lord Ludicel, please address them. You kind of already did. Or, who was screaming that? The knights themselves? Okay, Margaret's stepping up, or Ludicel, I guess. We have awakened from 3,000 years of slumber to see this holy war to its end. So, what, in their minds it never ended? We will never... ever hand over Britannia to the demon clan. We 4 archangels shall, without fail, lead Stigma to victory. I forget, or maybe it was never really clarified, why... Either they're obviously still thinking that the war's going on, even though it seemed the demon clan was defeated. I mean, they weren't annihilated or anything. They were sealed away to varying results. But, and the goddess clan just kind of disappeared. Why? Sorry about the stuff in the background. It's a ringtone. why? It just doesn't make sense that they would still be worried about this. I mean, just do what you did before, you buy another 3,000 years. Okay. Do you mind if I ask a question? Go ahead. You're the 4 archangels, right? Well, where's the other one? Oh, evil faces. Hindi, what blasphemy have you brought upon yourself? Wait, what? I only remember 3. In the past and the present, unless I'm forgetting one. So, what? Wait. Did they become a commandment? And... I'm sorry to intrude upon your pleasant chat, but we came to give our greetings and have word with the Goddess Clan sympathizers. And who are... Oh. It's Denzel's group. I am Death Pierce. Weirdest name. I mean, if it's accurate, that's fine, but it's like, oh, look at my little baby. One day he'll be a killer, so we're going to name him properly. Death Pierce. A holy knight of the... I'm going to butcher this. Pleiades of the azure sky. Behind me are my fellow Wallow, or Wallow, Arden, and Deldre. It seems that most of the Holy Knights have decided to join forces with Stigma. But as for the rest of us, that is the last thing we'd ever do. And we want you to understand why. Death Pierce, how can you be so rude? Apologize immediately. I think he was very respectful. Such a thoroughly pitiful man. Oh. It is fine, Hendrickson. Wait. Death Pierce... Yeah, that was Death Pierce that said that. It's fine, Hendrickson. But, Sir Death Pierce, in other words, what you want to say is you cannot trust us, is that correct? It is true that many of us here were saved by the 4 archangels. But Sir Denzel, he met such a tragic end through giving his body over to the Goddess Clan. Oh. So then is he under the impression that, because that was our leader, and that was horrible for him, and we might see the same thing for one of our princesses. That could be happening. That was the human who hosted the soul of Nirabasta, wasn't it? I believe it was a blood relative of this vessel. It is regrettable. Is that all you have to say? Do the goddesses shed no blood or tears? Oh, that... Okay. And he's just shedding tears. Or is this more Margaret doing that? We once sacrificed so many that we were unable to keep count. As for our bodies, as if our bodies were burning up, the feeling of parting with those precious to us. That feeling is something that does not discriminate human or goddess. That is right, we are not gods. We are beings with blood and tears, just like yourselves. But you're basically immortal with regenerative properties. A little bit different. If you can still not trust us, then I do not mind. But at the very least, and what are you doing? You are manipulating him? Are doing something to him. Breath of bliss. Okay. What a warm, comforting light. What is this? Yep, you're manipulating them and overflowing with power. It's coursing full through my body. Even if you're not our allies, let me bestow a gift to our good neighbors. It shall prove useful should you encounter fights with any demons. Deathpierce, with this power. It seems I've misunderstood the Goddess Clan. Let us take vengeance for the precious ones we've lost. Together. Yep. It's like, hey, I'll give you power, and you'll change your mind. Because that's always, power is corrupting. Absolutely. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Though it's not the typical corruption. Bring more ale. We've nothing to fear from the likes of the demons anymore. That's right. Ha 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 ha. If that was true, the demon clan would have been wiped out centuries ago. The other one doesn't exist anymore. Huh? The answer to your question from earlier. Oh. Oh, shit. Estarossa is the fourth archangel. I was like, did he become... Whoever it was, did they become the... one of the commandments? And I was right. The fourth archangel's name was Mal. He was... Oh. Okay, I was wrong. I jumped to conclusions. My bad. He was killed by the Ten Commandments. Okay, so the... okay, that saddens me. I was like, oh god, that would have been awesome. It's like another adoption. You know, that'd be weird. But, lives of their brethren stolen. Vengeance reborn. Now the remnants... or the remembrance for the dead shall be told. Their hatred for the demon clan stems from the thread of fate woven for their comrade being killed. The one lurking behind it all is the Ten Commandments, Estarossa. He was always a weird one. And to be continued in chapter 253, Fallen from Grace. But yeah, I was like, well, that would be perfect. I mean, it'd be awesome having that, but no. So, that saddens me. Because that was probably my biggest reaction in a while. But, overall, it's still a decent chapter. Now we know the beef that the Goddess Clan really has with the Demon Clan. Though they've probably had their differences before, but that being the biggest. Then, you know, Elizabeth having that nice moment with her father, obviously, and because that was actually a scene we had seen before, so we have a bit more ties to it than if it was just something that just came up in this chapter. So, and their bonds are still stronger than ever now, so that's nice. I would like to know how Elizabeth came into the family, though. Was it an adoption situation? If that was ever brought up in the series prior, I don't know. Or was she literally reincarnated into the baby that was going to be the third princess, and she looks the way she does, you know? That's where I figure is probably what it's going to be, but I could be wrong about that too. I don't know. Reincarnation can be weird sometimes. And every series does it differently. But anyway, overall, I'm going to give it a 3.5. Mostly, I probably would have given it a 4.5 if it wasn't for that last bit that messed up. Could have been great. 3.5 is still not bad. But anyway. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at KeishanPrime, and I'll see you next time. Keishlings, roll out.